Jackie. I'm here with your all-access interview with Family Force 5 here at the Buffalo stop of Vans Warped Tour, enjoying a nice day of weather for once.
Glorious.
So there's been a little sort of like online confusion about your album because Time Stands Still. That's already out, correct?
It's out.
It's out already. But you have a remix album about to come out.
You are correct.
I like being right every once in a while. It doesn't always happen.
It's a remix album, and we remixed the title, so it's Time Still Stands instead of Time Stands Still.
Nice.
And but what we've done is actually been really cool. We're releasing one remix every month for free, and then in November, all those remixes plus some other stuff and a couple other songs will be part of Time Still Stands. So it's a fun piece.
Nice. I remember when digital music just came of age and the idea of an artist putting out free music was shunned. What are the benefits of doing that now?
Well, I mean, sorry, I should clarify. They're free for a 24-hour period, and then they become purchasable. But I think, I mean, the game has changed, and we have to understand and respect that. But more than anything, it's just engaging and giving content to the fans and showing them that you care about them and you want them to have something to enjoy and spreading the word. Like for instance, we have this song on there called "This Is My Year," and there's a remix by this guy named Toma, who's Norwegian, and he did this amazing like island step is what they call it version, and it sounds really really cool. And in that way, like it just opened up this brand new world to us because we've never played island music before. But now there's been like it's the #1 streamed song on Spotify for us, and online it's got like tons and tons of views, and people are posting it on their YouTube channels and sharing it. And so I think more than anything, just exposure and just the greater good of art. Trying to keep things going and just keep people excited and give them something to dance to.
Does it also give you an aspect of control as well? If an artist releases their own music for free, at least they did it. It's not someone stealing it and putting it out. I mean, I think that's good.
That's true.
And you guys have had control, speaking of your music, for a while now. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, we've done a little bit of both. We've done major label stuff, and then we've been independent for most of our career. And now we're actually with a major again. But part of it is we've always been very reachable and touchable to the fan, and wanting to control what we put out and control the art that we put out. And we're kind of all over the place musically. It's like rock and roll, metal, funk rock. It's a big melting pot of dance music just put together. And it works, and it's like a big party. So I don't know. We love to write our own videos, write our own music, put our own stuff out, put out remix records. Always just anything creative. And I think that's why it works for us.
And going beyond that creativity, I also hear that you work with other artists. Who are some other artists that I think you've been producing for? I hear from other interviews that I've performed earlier.
I appreciate your research. Yeah, I mean, we're always willing to write and work and produce, and that's the one neat thing about Family Force 5. There's not like just one dude who's like, oh, hey, here's the record. You guys need to go learn it. It's like the 5 of us sitting in the back of the bus with guitars and laptops and keyboards and whatever, just working on music or experimenting or being like, dude, what do you think of this beat or this voice memo or whatever, and it's a really collaborative effort. And so yeah, there's a lot of artists we've worked with and a lot of people that we want to work with and will work with. But I mean, some of our favorite collaborations we've had have been with Tadashi, who's a great hip hop artist, and Lecrae and KB, and some of those guys have done some stuff on our records, or we've even worked on records with guys like Falling Up, who are just a great, awesome rock band. There's just a lot of other people out there that we're excited about working with and playing with. And we just got to do some cool guitars on this Audio A record, who's a band that we all grew up listening to, so it's fun. There's a lot of stuff.
I can also imagine working with artists not in your genre just like teaching, you learn things, you learn new things. So that sounds like a very good time. What's the toughest part of recording? Because you know the rock band lifestyle is so glamorous. I can't say that. I noticed that I can't even look at you in the eyes when I ask that. But I mean, the final
we come
product,
out of the Ritz-Carlton, you know.
the final product is what you get to celebrate here, but the making of it isn't always easy or enjoyable. So what's the toughest part?
I'd say green.
Yeah, I think agree. What should stay in, what should come out, and then after you've heard it 100 million times, it's like deciding if you still like it or not is the hardest part, because there's a thing in the studio called demo. Like when you first write something, it's like, yes, awesome, and you've heard it 100 times, and you're like, oh. So you gotta
sound like it used to, or it should in my head, you know.
Yeah, you gotta kind of like take a break, and we'll write stuff, record it, take a break, and leave it sitting there for a while, and then come back to it, so you can get a fresh perspective where you just get burned.
I was going to say, as producers yourself, it's got to be hard not to nitpick every last minute detail.
Well, and we do, and I mean, I think, you know, when we have 5 people in the band that are creatively contributing, and plus the producer, and plus the label, and all that stuff, and more than anything, it results in, I think, a better product. Whenever there's consensus, you know, it feels really good. It takes a while sometimes. I remember our last record, we just kept saying, like, our singer was like, I want these vocals to sound like Prince, and we kept like, I mean, there were
really
probably
Prince. I heard you guys have not had the best relationship with Prince. Maybe you want to sound like him.
True, yeah.
we still love Prince. I know what you're referencing. We had to change our name from being the Family
With a PH.
to Family Force 5 because of the cease and desist letter. But
He's
But
Prince.
it's Prince, so
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? You're gonna change it.
And you're still going to want to sound like him
And
because
you're
he's
still
amazing.
gonna want to tour with it.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Fair enough. Speaking of tours, you just recently announced your fall tour.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
It's gonna be cool. Tour stand still, keeping with the tour, the time stand still, and all that stuff.
I like that.
It's gonna be really fun. We only released like a portion of the dates, so we have more dates coming out soon, and we're still haven't also disclosed the opening bands yet. But it's kind of crazy. We're just laughing about this. We have 4 tours booked right now. We're not allowed to share the details on all of them, but we have a fall tour that's gonna be in clubs we're excited about. We have our annual Christmas pageant tour, which we have Santa Claus costumes and reindeer and snow machines, and it's really fun. And then 2 other tours we're excited about that we're not allowed to announce yet. But we're very busy, and we will continue to be very busy. And in the middle of that, releasing a remix record and writing the new record and making new videos. So it's an exciting time. It's very creative and fun.
That's a good tease. Well, stay tuned for much more from Family Force 5. This is Jackie. Thanks to All Access and In the Key of Change. All right, guys. I'm going to have you come just next door to my